We're back.
We're live. Man, we're not catching a break, are we?
Not today. You would think if it was raining out or something, we'd have issues like this, but
unbelievable.
If anyone's on, I don't see anybody on yet. If you're on, if anyone's coming on, let us know. Hey guys, let us know if you can hear us now. I see there's 1 or 2 people on. Can you hear us?
Yes. Woohoo. Oh my goodness. Hello from Cancun.
Oh my goodness. Now that's definitely got to be a vacation.
Hopefully you can hear. Excellent.
There you go. Okay. So this is Thrifty Thursday
part 2.
Anyway.
All right. Where were we?
We were talking about Cotton Classic.
Over 20 colors. I think
at least over. There are definitely more than 20 colors on sale. We gave specs on your
5 to 5.5 stitches per inch on a US number 6.
I mean, we've done a lot of kids stuff with it. We've done yarmulkes. We crochet yarmulkes, right?
Baby blankets.
Baby blankets.
Look at that, it's sturdy.
Little girl jumpers. I mean, the list goes on and on. So you could
sampler
certainly
blankets. Oh my goodness, how many did Sandy knit?
Oh yeah.
My cousin Edna.
I remember that. And there are tons of great patterns.
So check it out. It's on sale. There's $6 a skein. Hopefully you'll find some pretty colors and create something of your own.
Absolutely.
And we are going to move on. The Roma, sure.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say with the Cotton Classic, if you look it up on Ravelry, I was amazed. They're almost 15. It's like 14,500 projects in Cotton Classic.
And then not only that, too, even a ladies' tee. I mean, if
you
absolutely. Want a tee, you can do that.
What gauge is Pothos? Any of the Santa Scarn patterns?
I think it's 5 stitches. You could probably do that too.
Any of the Santa Scarn patterns? Crazy.
Anchor
right, somebody did the anchor.
You can make an anchor. As a matter of fact, when we were looking up the patterns, I should come on camera because I know I'm looking off camera. Someone made an anchor out of the bergerine we saw.
Yes.
You could make an anchor out of the bergerine.
You'll find that we're showing you yarns, except for the Aryan, that pretty much can swing. So if we're mentioning a pattern, you likely can do it in any of the yarns.
Right.
We're almost on point with gauge.
Right. Absolutely. That's right. You're right about that. Yep.
This one, however, is a little different. This is Roma.
It's a fun yarn.
A fun yarn. It's by Lana Grossa. It's on sale for $8 a skein.
Look at that.
It's printed. So it's neat because it's got either like a copper shade or silver shade to it. That's like, I don't want to say it's spray painted.
It almost looks like it's painted on.
Yeah. It's very neat.
You can see that right there where I'm showing you on that edge. This is a light blue with
this has copper and silver.
A copper on it. Yep.
We call that white.
Yes.
White with silver.
This is like a khaki color. Isn't that pretty? Khaki with a copper. What were you going to say?
The Eureka cowl.
Do we have it?
I thought we have a different one.
Oh. But it's not made out of it.
It's not made out of it. So this is very popular during one of our yarn crawls. It originally started with being popular knit in garments, and you can certainly find some cute things to knit on Ravelry.
I think this is on my project page.
I know that Lana, is it really?
I think it is. I'll look and see.
I'm
going to wear it, guys.
Lana Grossa.
Now, the Eureka cowl, if you look at it on Ravelry, it's made out of a thicker wool, but we made it out of cotton.
We made a summer version for the yarn crawl. We thought it would be fun.
Right.
So it took 2 skeins, if I'm not mistaken. I started saying that the Lana Grossa had some wonderful pattern support for Roma, but I did look on Ravelry and I thought that Leone by Coco Knits was a wonderful piece knit in Roma. So I'm not sure if you know how to filter your project pages on Ravelry, but if you look up a yarn, and this one is called Roma, you click on projects, and then you can see all the yarns all the projects that people made. And then if you click on a specific project and you want to see this yarn suggestions, you go up to the tab on the project page and look up yarns, and you'll get a list of all the different fibers that were used to knit the garment.
Correct.
So Leone is a beautiful top. It's by Coco Knits. We showed a yarn last week called Lily. That was another yarn that was knit in the Leone pattern, which I thought was rather interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They used Nina Twig Vine, which is going to be coming up. That's another yarn that was knit for the Leone. So it's a cute summer tee. And the Arika cowl, I know, only takes 2 skeins.
Believe it or not, it's not my projects.
She did make
You can
it.
see,
I can vouch
I
for
did
that.
make it. We don't know where it is, though, right? We can't
No.
find it. It's somewhere here. Don't know. Anyway, so
But
here
it
it
pretty
is.
much looks like that.
Right.
That's sparkly Berlin, but
Right. And
it's essentially the same because
it's a tape yarn.
tape yarn.
It's a tape yarn, yep. And you can do the same thing.
The one that Pam is wearing is subtly speckled, and this is just subtly printed.
Right.
None of the colors really scream. As you can see here, this is the taupe with the silver. So it's not a screaming color.
How do you spell Arika? Is it Arika?
I think it's K. This is beautiful Bordeaux, and it's got a gold and silver like paint wash on it. How gorgeous is that?
I love that color,
elegant.
and I love that teal.
It's elegant.
Did you show them
The teal is gorgeous too.
Teal is gorgeous, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I think we have quantities in the teal.
There's quantity in that as well. Yeah. Light blue. This one.
That's not on here.
It's not. The light blue's not there.
Modify. Okay. What else
there,
can I show you?
There are 17 skeins, so by the way, so you can make a sweater.
And there's a couple of onesies. So
Yep.
I'm not sure if there's anything for 1 skeins, but you'll have a look.
Yep.
It would make a wonderful poncho. That's a great idea,
Yes, it
Mary
would.
Ann.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Hello, New Zealand. You showed a little pink dress when the sound went out. What pattern and yarn was it?
Well, it's Cotton Classic is the yarn. The pattern is in that book.
Yarn Girl's Guide.
Yeah. Yarn Girl's Guide. But
I'm sure you can look it up on Ravelry. Let's see if I can look it up. Do you recall the name of it?
I can look in the back. The name of the book or the dress?
The name of the dress. I will find it for you. Give me a moment.
Anyway, we changed up the pattern. It basically, this is what it is, and it's the jumper and it's got stripes, but we just reversed the stripes, and they were using a yarn, I think, that had a little more texture to it, where this is flat. And I think what they were using is this was their texture and this was their flat, and we reversed it. So
yes.
You could do whatever you want, but basically it's the same piece. That's the only thing we changed.
We also did a crocheted edge. I think they did a knit picot edge.
Right. We did it's easy. Well, if you can crochet, edging is always a little bit easier with crochet if you can do it. Well, you found it. It's called Sunshine.
It's called the Sunshine Dress. I did find it for you all. It's designed by the Yarn Girls. Here it is. It's a $5 pattern.
Right.
And there is, we did a different version of it. You can knit either version. And I'm sure on the pattern.
If you have a question, you can call us as well.
Absolutely.
Like if you look at what Dina just showed you, the skirt of it looks more of the green yarn rather than, like if you look at this, you're seeing pink. And then with stripes of the darker pink. If you look at that close up, that skirt looks more green because this stockinette section here was in the other yarn. So there's nothing wrong with either ones, whatever you prefer.
Right.
You just reverse it if you want to
do that. And you can just do it in Cotton Classic.
Yeah.
2 colors.
You could do it, you don't even have to put a stripe in it. Do it in one color. Yeah, exactly. And definitely look up that Brittany jumper.
I was just going to say, the Brittany jumper is definitely
that's
a home
lovely.
That was a home shop
That's
favorite.
lovely.
Yes. Okay. So that was Roma. Any other questions while the sound was out? I'm so happy you all can hear us. Yay. Okay, great. So next up is a yarn called Egyptian Cotton.
From Sublime.
It's a Sublime yarn.
It's Egyptian Cotton DK. And it is 22 stitches on a 6 needle. And machine wash, dry flat, whatever. Anyway, these are the colors that we have. It's hard to see with a little bit of a glare. That's good. There's the blue on the bottom, a warm cream. This is like a taupey color down here that we have. cotton. Is there anything that you found?
Yes. So I just want to show you guys what I'm doing here on Ravelry. I don't know if this is getting too technical. Do you think it's too technical? So I'm up here. I clicked on one of the tabs at the top. Thank you. If you can help me hold it.
Yeah.
There's a yarn tab right up there. And then I got this page and I typed in Egyptian cotton. And when I click on that, I'm going to get different options. I'm hitting return. And actually for this particular yarn, there's only one option. It's the Sublime option. I'm going to click on the number of projects that was actually knit in Sublime, and then it'll give me some options to see what people have made.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what we're doing is due diligence for you when we're doing this podcast to make suggestions. Someone knit, let's see. I don't know why they're doing it in the baby blanket. That's weird. There's a summer tank. It's called 90-18. It's by Drops. Drops is usually a free pattern. Let's see if I can pull it up. It's a fine cotton. It's got a bit of a checkerboard front panel. I don't know if you could see that. What is it, DK weight?
Mm-hmm. Anything that we did with the DK weight yarns.
Again, the Sublime, yes.
You could make with that.
There's a cute dress.
Go ahead. What are you going to say?
That dress that I did for my cousin's daughter. What did I call it? I'll look it up.
I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on.
But that is
the free pattern anyway.
I mean, if you went to Provence is the same gauge. They do the same thing with this. The neutral colors, and the Provence has a little color to it. It's really what you want to do. With any of that, I would say, right?
Yes.
And that's it. Which one did you do for your cousin?
That little dress that I had at the Kiko Carabelle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a while ago now.
It's a very long while ago.
I'm surprised if you can find that.
Well,
I'm just going to remove these so I can get to the other ones.
Okay.
And we just have a few more to show you. And I'm just going to bring them forward so we can show them to you. Almost done, guys. Almost done.
We have some Shibuya yarn that's available on sale.
Yep. Shibuya Nest is one of them.
Shibuya Nest.
Mm-hmm. And Nest is a 75 wool, 25 alpaca, DK weight yarn, 20 to 22 stitches to 4 on a 6, and it's 5 yards. When you look at what's on sale, you'll find, I mean, I would say sweater quantity.
There's some sweater quantity.
Depends how large a sweater you're making. I mean, I think with the 100 yards, so depending on what you're making. There was something called Taylor hat. Oh, that was the designer, right?
Yeah. So there's a cute cowl. It's called the Carbon Cowl. It's designed by Taylor Harris. It actually only takes 1 skein of each color. And I think the carbon, I don't know if it was a very high contrast. It might have been something like this.
2 skeins, though.
Just 2 skeins, 1 of each. Paloma, another beauty by Espace Tricot. Approximately 8 skeins, give or take, depending on your size. The beautiful, lovely sweater. The Night and Day Cowl by Les Garçons is very pretty. Also takes
that's
2.
Pretty. I remember when this was
That's
out.
Gorgeous. That you want to show it to them?
Yeah, sure.
It takes also 2 skeins, and it's 1 of each color.
I'll show you the first 2 pictures so you really can get a good idea. Oh, that's adorable. Look at that. 2 skeins, 1 of each color. And this is a close-up. The next picture is a close-up of the stitch. There you go. How cute is that? So that's just 2 skeins. And certainly the colors that we have, there's graphite and abyss and bone. And is this velvet? Velvet. And I know there's another one. There's Bordeaux, which I'll get to show you. So there are these. And then there's caffeine and ash and ivory.
Flash.
And then this is another great color. I think there's only 1 dusk. That's a great color, right? It's a very moody, like a
beautiful
purpley, blah, blah, blah. I'm just
Betty
going to
bought that.
Did she really?
Yeah. I'm just going back to the dress that I was talking about with the sublime Egyptian cotton. So this is like a little mini version, and we inserted a very cute textured yarn called Kiko.
Yep.
By Carabella.
That's right. So there you could do with some texture yarn. This is the Bordeaux that we didn't show you. So these are your colors.
Okay. Or beads of sweat, like literally.
You feel like they are, but they're not. So there you go. It's a great yarn. Right?
It is. It's interesting. It's got a little wrap around the fiber.
Correct. That must be, well, it's 25. I wonder, well, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's wool alpaca, so I don't know. 75-25.
It's got some kind of fiber wrapping around.
There you go.
Almost giving you like a crosshatch.
Yeah.
Around the fiber.
Yeah. And listen, Shibuya has great patterns, so I'm sure that
you can check out the Shibuya.
You can check out and see what they have. We just pulled up a few of them that we thought was nice. Wow, look at that.
We're getting you from all over.
There you go.
Thank you. So next up is Vine, another Shibuya yarn. This has got,
oh my goodness,
41% paper, 31% cotton, and 28% silk. Very interesting.
It's 18 stitches to 4 inches on a 6. You didn't make something with this, did you?
I started it.
You did. I thought you did. Wasn't it in suit? Wasn't it in suit?
No. This beautiful
in that color.
Yes.
And it's 160 yards a skein.
Twilight.
DK weight. They're saying that even though it says 18 stitches to 4 inches on a 6, they're saying that it's DK weight. And we saw what? The
Rift Tea by Jacqueline Seaslick. Is that how you pronounce her last name?
I always say it wrong.
So she has a cute tea. It's called the Rift Tea, and it would take between 4 to 7 skeins. And I'm sure you can look on Ravelry and see some inspiration as well.
I'm sure that they have also. And
oh, yes.
It's interesting. I'm going to take a light color to show you the way they did this. I mean,
it's
I guess
interesting.
That's the
it's
cotton
like
that's
a
around.
Flat construction. The paper, I think, is what's inside.
Can you see? Yes, I would think so.
The silk is the wrap. I'm not sure where the paper comes into play.
You see that? It's very interesting. But anyway, there you go. So there, that is Vine from Shibuya. Right?
Yeah. I think someone was using that yarn.
They really?
Yes.
I thought it was
crazy.
You could do any of that.
The green poncho was popular. This was a Shibuya pattern. The
Out
Mitchell.
Of Vine?
It's
nice.
called the Mitchell. Cute layering piece.
You know, this is 20 stitches. You could make the why is my mind? I cannot believe I can't think of the name of it. Dina.
I don't know. Where are you going with it?
You made it. I made it. We just talked about it. From Lena, with Lena.
The Deshane?
No. The, I can't believe I can't remember the name of it.
What's Lena?
From Petite
Oh,
Knits.
Anchor's summer shirt.
Thank you. The Anchor summer. You could make that with this. The Anchor summer shirt. Actually, I think we saw someone that made it.
Yes.
Right. And I think I looked at how much she used, and I want to say it was like 6 or 7 skeins, I think it was. Anyway, so there you go. Possibilities are endless.
A mountain of yarn over here.
But I think that's it, Dina.
Sound, if you can see, you have your mobile close to the computer laptop. Check. Thank you for.
There we do. There you go.
You guys, what do you think was the best sale on the video? Arian. Pam is calling it out right now. She thinks it's Arian. I mean, you can't beat a 1 skein cowl. It's a great accessory.
Yeah, and in reality,
the colors are good.
You know, if you're in the market for a baby sweater or a baby something, that's lovely too.
Can do. And why does it
I
have to be
want to show them my French macaroon.
teach to be done. Any it doesn't have to be baby.
Absolutely. Oh goodness, where would I find this? I'm gonna find it. I know where it is. It's in my
saying
photos.
Wonky sound again. I wonder if it's because we're picking up the phone. It's a good, might be. Visual and sound disrupted.
No, well, it's time to go then.
Sorry about that.
If I find a picture of Lucy or Olive wearing the Provence, I'll put it on my Instagram page. How does that sound?
Sounds good. We apologize for the internet connection, the crackling. the sound. We're just a hot mess.
We're a Thursday mess, right?
I think it's time for the weekend. Oh, I should put it out there. We're going to close tomorrow.
Sign on the door.
We have to put a sign on the door.
The machine.
Change the answering message. Gone fishing.
Not literally gone fishing, but
She's insisting on finding this French
you can say
macaroni.
goodbye. I'll put it on my Instagram page.
There you go.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me.
We hope to find it.
Anyway, have a wonderful evening. Hopefully we've inspired you, even if you just dig into your stash and you make some of those great patterns, right?
They're oldies but goodies, for
oldies
sure.
but goodies, for sure.
No gone knitting. You're right, Peggy.
Yes. We're not fishing. We're knitting.
We're knitting.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well,
Perfect.
everybody, hopefully you'll get some knitting done.
On that note, say goodbye.
Ciao. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.